Hello guys! So this is for your math lesson 112. I can't believe we're already on 112. What you will need for this math lesson is a ruler, one crayon, it doesn't matter which color, a pencil, okay? And of course your math sheet that's stapled with lesson 112 on it, okay? We're going to go ahead and start right away. So grab all your stuff, and remember, at any time if I'm going too fast, you can hit pause and it will stop, and then you can catch up, and then we'll continue together, okay? All right. Okay guys, we have our problem of the day that we're not going to do together, but you can do that on your own. And then here you are going to do the 3 areas where you're going to still be working on your times 5s. Again, this does not need to be timed, but it does need to be done. And we are going to review the mixed numbers. And this time, I have my crayon out. We're going to be coloring in squares to show the amounts that it is asking. So for number 1, make sure you have your name on it. You can write it in pencil or you can write it in crayon. So we want, it says 2½ squares. So the first number 2 is a whole number. So it is, we want to color 2 whole squares. So go ahead and color. Please color nicely. Try your best to stay in the lines. Okay, so now, and then it says half. And from what we've done before, you already know how to cut this square in half. So we're going to cut it in half, and we are going to color half of that square. Okay, so that's all you have to do. For number 3, it says 3½ circles. So of course we're going to color 3 whole circles. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then again, we've done this before. This next circle, you are going to cut it in half. Now with circles, you can cut it in half this way, or you can go this way, or diagonal, and color 1/2. All right, number 3. They want you to color 4 whole squares. So we're going to color, there's 1, 2, 3, 4. Now it says 1/4. And again, we've already done the breaking the last square into fourths. So we're going to break it into 4 spots, 1, 2, 3, 4. And remember, they have to be 4 equal spots, or 4 equal parts. And then it tells me, go back over here, it says 1/4. So we're going to color 1 out of 4. Okay? And I want you guys to do the 1 3/4, number 4. You guys are going to do that on your own. Okay? So I'm going to give you a second. I want you to color 1 whole and 3/4. Does yours look like mine? You should have 1 whole circle colored. Then you should have broken this into 4s and colored 3/4. All right, we're going to move this up and go ahead and grab your pencil. Okay, it says write a mixed number to show how much is shaded. So we're going to write our mixed number. Remember, the big number should be big and the fraction should be the same size as the whole number. So let's count how many whole circles are colored. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have 5 whole squares. And how much of this square is colored? So it's broken up into 4s, so that's going to be our bottom number, and 1 is shaded. So 5 1/4 squares is shaded. All right, number 6, how many whole circles are shaded? Let's count. 1, 2, 3. And this is broken into 2 parts, so that's the bottom number, and 1 is shaded. So what fraction? 3 1/2. Okay, I want you to pause the video right now, and I want you to do 7 and 8, and then when you're finished, you're going to start the video up again. Okay, do your answers match mine? For number 7, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 whole squares, and 2 out of 3 are shaded. And number 8, we have 2 whole circles, and 3 out of 4 are shaded. Very good. Now we're going to go on to our guided practice. So go ahead and flip your paper over. And here, let's see if I can get this clearer. Whoop. Okay, so we're going to start our guided practice, and of course you are going to need your ruler because it says draw an 8 centimeter line segment. So of course the centimeters are the smaller ones. So we are going to do a nice straight line. Make sure when you're doing your line that you're pressing down on this side so it holds it nice and tight. Then you can draw your straight line. Because if this part isn't being held, sometimes the ruler gets a little wonky. Okay, and then write your name, and you're going to measure. This is centimeters, so it is 4 centimeters. Go ahead and write the date. All right, let's get started. It says the children in Mrs. Conte's class planted 18 tomato plants and 16 pepper plants. The children in Miss Moncano's class planted 14 tomato plants and 15 squash plants. Now, the main thing is it's asking how many tomato plants did they plant altogether? Okay, so now let's read it the second time, and this time I want you to underline the numbers when it's talking about tomato plants. Okay, so the children in Mrs. Conte's class planted 18 tomato plants and 16 pepper plants. So we're going to underline 18 tomato plants. The children in Miss Monaco's class planted 14 tomato plants and 15 squash plants. So we're going to underline tomato plants. So how many tomato plants did they plant altogether? So our number sentence is going to be 18 plus 14. Okay, you don't need to label this, but you do need to label the answer. So let's use our workspace. 18 plus 14. 8 plus 4 is what, everyone? 12. So 1 plus 1 plus 1 is 32. So it is, oh, going too fast. 32. You only need to put plants. Okay, and then the answer is 32 plants. All right, how much money is this? We're going to, of course, start with our quarters, which are 25 cents. Our dime is 10 cents, and we have 2 nickels. So count with me. 25, 35, 40, 45. So, of course, we're going to write it 2 different ways. So 45 cents. Don't forget to put your cent sign. And then we're going to write it using a dollar sign. $0.45. If I am going too fast, remember you can always hit the pause and go ahead and catch up and then continue. Okay? All right. So for number 3, it says measure the sides of the rectangle in problem 2. So here's the rectangle in problem 2. using centimeters, so we know which side of the ruler to use. What is the perimeter? Remember, perimeter is this side plus this side plus this side plus this side, okay? So let's go ahead and measure. You should be doing this with me. So this is 10 centimeters. And this is 3 centimeters. Okay, so we know because it's a rectangle, it says right there a rectangle, we know that this side and this side are the same, okay? And this side are the same. So our number sentence is going to be 10 centimeters plus 3 centimeters plus up here 10 centimeters plus 3 centimeters. Okay? And then our perimeter would be 10 plus 3 is 13 plus 10 is 23, 24, 25, 26. So it's 26 centimeters. Or you could have found your tens and went 10, 20, 23, 26. All right, for number 4, we're going to talk about what we just got finished doing on the other page. It says write a mixed number to show how many squares are shaded. So let's count how many full squares are shaded. 1, 2, 3. So that's going to be our big number is 3 full squares. And look here, how many pieces is this square divided into? 4. And how many is shaded? Just 1 is shaded. Okay. Let's move this up. All right, so we have children's pets. 5 dogs, 4 cats, 2 birds, and 1 gerbil. Okay, it says, how many pets do the children in room 6 have all together? So they want you to add all of these up. Okay, so there's 5 plus 4 is 9, plus 2 is 11, plus 1 is 12. So there are 12 pets. Oh, we can write it here. There are 12. Okay. How many more dogs are there than birds? So there are 5 dogs and 2 birds. So there are 3 more dogs than there are birds. Okay, so which 2 pets make up half of the children's pets? So if the full number is 12, half of that would be what? 6. Okay, so we need to figure out which 2 equal 6. So cats and dogs, that equals 9, so it can't be that one. Birds and dogs equals 5, 6, 7, can't be that one. Cats and birds, 4 plus 2 is 6. Okay, that's how you're going to have to figure it out on the other side as well. Now, down here, I want you to answer the questions. So go ahead and put that on pause, and then you can check your answers as I am filling them out. Okay, go ahead and check and see if your answers look like mine. Okay, go ahead and work on the back side like you do for homework. And if you have any questions, you can go ahead and let me know. Also, you can refer back to the other side that we just did together. Okay? Happy math time.